Object are nothing but a tables in the regular database. See, in normal application, whenever we are creating the like Java application or any normal application, we will tell that uh, tables, uh, tables, columns, row. We will tell, right. But in our case, in our Salesforce, we will tell it as a object. Tables called as an object. Any data which you want to store in Salesforce will be saved in the object. See, there are two types of objects are there in Salesforce: standard object and custom object. There are two types of object are there in Salesforce. Once again, I will explain. There are two types of object. One is standard object and the another one is custom object. Okay. See, standard object is nothing but objects which are created by the Salesforce are called as a standard object, like account, contact, user profile. These are the example. There are many standard objects are there, but for example, we are giving this, which are the standard object. And next come the see standard object cannot be deleted. That one main thing. And standard object can be customized. We can create new fields in that columns as compared to as you see applications normal application we will call that as a column, but in our Salesforce we will call as that fields. We can create our fields, we can write many more things we can do. We will get to know in uh, further videos. And when it comes to custom object, these are the object created by the user to meet organization business, okay, organizational business requirement, okay, which created by the users based on their requirement. See, this custom object can be deleted. We can delete those things. All the custom objects are append with, yeah, this is the main thing. Whenever you created custom object, that API name will be custom object name underscore underscore C. Whenever you create the custom object, it will be named, at last it will be named as underscore underscore C. To identify the standard object and custom object. See, standard object, there will be no underscore underscore is, only that name will be there. When you create a custom object, its name will be that will be appended with underscore underscore c. Once again, I am telling you, account will be the account name for standard object. For standard object, there will be no underscore underscore c. For custom object, for identifying, there will be an underscore underscore c. Okay, let's okay. We will jump into our R and we will create a new object. There are three types of we can create we can create we can create we can create object in a three ways. Okay, one will be an standard navigation. Using standard navigation we will create, and second will be using schema builder we can create an object, and third will be metadata soap API using we can create. And in interview also they will ask uh, how many way we can create an object. Note this thing. They will ask how many way we can create this object. They will ask. So this is the we need when we are at setup, we need to click on object manager. We need to redirect to object manager. These are the standard object which are created by the Salesforce. Here you can see type standard object, and API name is also as you see account. Now I will show how to create, and you will see API name of custom object. Create, create a custom object. We will name our custom object as a student. We will create a student object. Plural. We will create set as a students and start with a vowel sound. No need to check that thing. And this is our object name. We can set our description for our object. Student details. Yeah, we can set our own description also. Here context sensitive health setting. See, you can in this you can see two options. Open the standard salesforce.com help and training window. On enabling this, as I show, there will be an help training in Salesforce, like whatever issue you can see there will be no documented issues or troubleshooting things will be documented. On clicking on help, it will be direct to that website. Same here, on clicking this, if you have any issue on that object, if you click, it will redirect to salesforce.com helpline training window. But on enabling this first one, if you want to create your own using own like help document using visual force, you can create on you can create that and you can select that thing. Okay, you can create own your help document using visual force, and that will be shown. It will be shown there in object. There will be a help link will be there. Based on that selection, that page will be open. If you does not want your own visual force page, you click first one. It will be open that salesforce.com help find training window. Okay. Next, this is the record name. Means it is a format where we can set like a student name we can set, or we will set an auto number for that. Okay, we will create a student name field separately, but we will set an we will keep it as student id. We'll keep it as student id. It will be an auto number. Auto number is nothing but first record if it's created, it will be like 1, 2, 3. It will be an incrementing order. Here display format, which format we want to s. I will give format s, and I will select. It should be start. It should be 00030 and start with number one. If I, for example, if I created a first record, if I created a first record, okay. If I created a first record, it will be show s g s001. So if I created second record means it will show S002. This will be auto number. It will be create one by one incrementally. Okay, that will be created. And here are the optional feature. See, on enabling this checkbox, we can track or report on this object. And on secondly, on clicking on this checkbox, we can allow activities. Activities thing can be captured over those records. Track field history, whatever field changes and any delete of field, we can track that field history also on that object, and allow in chatter group. Chatter is nothing but it's an collaboration tool where we will chart everything we will done based on our organization. On organization chatter group will also be there. On record also we can chat. Okay, allow sharing, allow bulk API access, and allow stream API. These are nothing but settings are enabled. The object is classified as enterprise application objects. These are the sharing rule with that will be appear here, and deployment status. See, the in this, if I click on in deployment means it's in still creation stage. No user other than me, no user can see. When it's deployment, all the users who have access on that object, that will be seen in our organization. In deployment means it's still not developed. It's a name is only self-explanatory. You can understand it's in development. We need to not do any changes on that, and it will not show to the user. And the second also use meaning is self-explanatory. On deployed means it will be deployed. It's ready to use. Allow search. As I mentioned, whenever we search for that object record, it will be show here on clicking on this. Oh, enabling this checkbox. And here these are tab like object creation options, right? In this, add nodes and attachment related list to default payload. See, the in Salesforce, nodes and attachment are the standard object which will be there, where we can, based on that record in related list, we can add our nodes, attachment, images, everything we can add there. By enabling this, it will be automatically it will be linked with that related nodes and attachment object. Next, launch the new custom tab wizard after saving this. So here comes the main rule. By this, for this object we are creating a tab. I will click on this and I will save. Okay, as you see, this is a tab screen, custom new tab screen. See here, automatically selected student object, and we need to style that object. I'll select one of the style and I will save. And here are the profile, whatever profile we want to visibility of the tab we can control here for that profiles. Click next, which here we can here we can if you want to show this tab in this platform application, like we want to show this tab in particular application, we can restrict also. For a particular application, this queue management application, this tab should not be shown, we can restrict here. Click save. So here is the our first custom object we are created in this Salesforce. This is my custom object which I have created in this Salesforce. We will redirect to the object manager. Quick find box, search for student. As you see, our student object is created. You can see here, API name of the API name of the subject is student underscore underscore C. If you see custom object, sorry, standard object, you can not able to see that underscore underscore the C. Based on that, we will identify the which is custom object and which is standard object. Okay, this is the one way of creating the object in Salesforce. And another way, there is another way to create another way of creation object in Salesforce is schema builder. Sorry, one second. One second, I will show you navigation, how to click on object manager, and there will be an button. First, standard navigation using using standard navigation, we will click on custom object, it will be created, and there will be a second schema builder. And one more thing, also new thing which Salesforce is doing nowadays, custom object we can using spreadsheet also we can create the custom object. In upcoming video, I will show you how to create object and fields using this spreadsheet in Salesforce. Presently, I will show how to create a custom object using three navigation, like one standard navigation and schema builder and SOAP API, how it will be created. I will explain you. Second is we will create a full-fledged object and fields using spreadsheet. Okay, that will be helpful for you. Next is schema builder. So this is the schema builder. Using this, we can create the object. See, why we will use the schema builder is, see, like there are, if you want to create a 30 to 40 object, 30 to 40 object uh, immediately, means by clicking on one by one, it will be difficult for you to create using standard navigation. For that only they given a this schema builder to create those things. So click on element. On that, we will, one second, we will clear these things. Click on the object, click on the object and drag it here. Label name of the object, we will select as employee. We need to add a plural for that, and object name will be employee. We can set a description, context, and name, it will be in text. Data type will be text, and employee name will be entered there. Allow for report, allow activity field tracking in deployment, and add a Google Doc notes. Click enable these. See, our employee, in a few clicks we created our employee object using this schema builder. This is the one way we will create our object using schema builder. This is the another way. And one more way is, we'll see in object manager, you can see that employee object also. As you can see here, employee object also created. Using schema builder also we can, it's a quick way we will create a multiple objects. Okay, you have given detail here, explanation, you can check those things. Schema builder. See, here are the question, navigation also given, it will be helpful for you. Here are the questions which will ask in the interview. How many way we can create a custom object? Like you need to mention standard navigation, schema builder, metadata, soap API, web service. Okay. Uh, I shown you standard navigation and schema builder. And nowadays we can create with spreadsheet also. You can. I will mention that also. Using that also we can create nowadays. I have explained about these two using these two how to create an object. Now it's came to the metadata soap API web service. Uh, how See, I will give you one simple example. When you are install the Facebook application, hmm, for creating your user and your details, everything, and after that creating your profile and adding your image, everything, should be storing anywhere. Like it will be Salesforce or like Facebook inbuilt tab objects fields will be there where that will be stored. Okay, for storing any data, it need a database. We need a database, right? For that application, we will not create any object and fields, right? It will be created at backend only. How it will be created? On installation, automatically it will be installed, right? Uh, Whenever we install Facebook in Play Store, after installation in our system, in our mobile also, it will take some time for installation. That time based on managed service, like package will be the managed package, that service managed package in Salesforce also it will be their package. I will explain detailing about that, what are the packages in the Salesforce. There are two type of package, one will be managed package and unmanaged package. Presently it no need, I will explain you later. But see, we will not create any object, say fields or everything. Automatically it will be created. How it will be created? Based on our program logic. We will write a code whenever that application installing, that field should be created in our applications, right? Using metadata soap API web service, we will create a program where it will, whenever that application install, that will be run, that program will be fire, and those fields will be created automatically in our application. Using that, those are the things, by that we can create our object and fields for that fields in fields. Okay, oh sorry, object we can create using this metadata soap API. I think it will be, you will be understand. I will explain once again. Using programming, we will mention set of fields, like set of fields whenever that application install, this program should fire, this program should execute those set of object, and in that there will be set of fields that should be created automatically when application is installing. In our Salesforce also we will get a ready-made application. As I mentioned previously, in app action there is a website where we will get an ready to use application. By that also, see, we will install that in our R. Automatically whatever fields in there, right, it will be installed. They will be created a package. In that they will return a code where the object and everything will be mentioned there. It will be mentioned there. Whenever that installation process is fire, these will automatically create the object and fields in the application. Okay, spreadsheet I will explain in the next session, because we will create an object and fields using spreadsheet at a time. I will show using that. Okay, and one more question they will ask: object fall under which part of the MVC? As you know, MVC is model view controller. Is, see, in that, model is nothing but database. Object is fall under the database. Okay, it will be asked in our, it should be asked in interview also. Okay, and another is uh, how much custom object they will ask like in interview, how much, how many custom object we can create in Salesforce. See, in Salesforce we can create like based on, it will depend upon edition. See, for unlimited edition we can create 2000 object in our org. For unlimited edition org we can create 2000 object. For enterprise edition org we can create 200 object. For developer edition 400, uh, 400 object we can create. Professional we will create only 50, 50 fields we can create in professional edition. In Salesforce, every object has their 3-character unique ID. See, in Salesforce, I will show you. Go to the application, click on accounts. See, this is account. This is an account. For that account, whenever we create record, there will be a unique ID which will be created. Okay, unique ID for particular record, there will be a unique ID. This is the unique ID which will be created for particular object. For that, this beginning 001 is there, right? It will be fixed for the standard object. It will be fixed for the standard objects. Okay, account you can see 001. You can see that record 001 will be starting for the account. Whatever record you created in any, or it will be fixed for the account record. Okay, when is, and it will be contact, it will be 003. It will be same for every org object. Okay, for standard only. If these are the up to case, these are the standard object which will be defined defaultly. Okay, and there is a, for custom object it will be in a different, like it will be in different, starting will be different. For, I will show you. I will open our employee object. Okay, employee is still not given a tab, that's why it's not showing. You can see here employee object we not created a tab, that's why it's not showing. See, for student object will be shown now. Yeah, we created a tab. When we are searching for our object, it will be shown. Still we not created a field, so it's getting issue. Now it will be clear. Now we will create a new record. So we will create a new record. Only one field is there, automatically it will be, we will say that the increment number will be created. Okay, student new record, as you see S001 is created, and you can see that ID, it's starting with A00, right? So for custom object ID will be different. See, for a, in Salesforce particular record, there will be a unique ID, 18 digit of unique ID in Lightning. It is an 18-digit unique ID. For particular record, it will be generated every time. Okay, that one thing. After that, I will give some, like create some objects, object practice, like how to create, try to create a new objects like custom object in your developer, or so that will be helpful for you to understand more about the custom objects.